The Departure by Elizabeth Charlotte. O hear her gently, gently on, old Thames, upon thy heaving bosom, for never on its tide were strown the fragments of a fairer blossom. She flourished in a bright parterre, a maiden rose in sweetness blooming, unconscious that a blight was there, unmindful of a tempest coming. It burst, that storm of factious hate, it fell, that blight of envious malice. In England weeps the rosebud's fate, and mourns the guilt of England's palace. Ah, rarely have such deeds been done, where England's royal standard floated, or England's chivalry looked on, while innocence was death devoted. 'Tis past, the happy soul hath flown to him who first its being gave it, and in the trying hour made known the eternal love that died to save it. That thought our sweetest solace brings. She, when the tempest gathered round her, found shelter with the King of Kings, from every arrow poised to wound her. Take Scotia, take the flower again, and spread thy green turf gently over her, and raise a bold, a melting strain, at once in triumph and deplore her. The trophies of her martial line, with many a high achievement laden, can boast no wreath like that we twine for the cold brow of this dead maiden. O sterner far her battlefield, more rich the prize of her contending, when tremblingly she grasped the shield, beneath the mighty conflict bending. Aye, bending till in death she bowed, her tender frame but shrinking never, her dark assailants quelled and cowed, and her pure fame made bright forever. Then mid our low lamenting lay, be heard on note of solemn gladness, and let one flash of rapture play upon the care-knit brow of sadness. Though done to death by slanderous tongues, no more she feels their scorn oppressing, and gentle lady, all thy wrongs may work for England's weal a blessing. Thou widowed one whose drooping head hath been the mark of savage scorning, for thee a nation's tears are shed, thy sorrow wakes a people's mourning, and when to her lone resting place fraternal tenderness hath brought her, England will teach an infant race to lisp the wrongs of Mora's daughter. Then bear her gently, gently on, old Thames, upon the heaving bosom, for never on its tide were strown the fragments of a fairer blossom.